The importance of energy management is paramount. I mean, it's part of the core of the company. Without our energy system, we wouldn't exist.
So the Kenworth Renton plant was selected to participate in the pilot program of the Superior Energy Performance to be the leader in pursuing the ISO 50001 certification and set the standard for the rest of the corporation. It's been discussed from the very beginning that our efforts here at the plant would be transferred to other PACCOF facilities worldwide, sharing not only the lessons learned but passing on best practices as well. So I'm kind of excited to share with them what we've done.
Getting people engaged in energy efficiency has not been a really big problem. I mean, it's been a necessity for the organization. When we started the program, again, we were very careful to charter the teams and define the teams and make sure that the responsibilities, the goals, and how the teams were going to function were very carefully defined.
Being an energy champion is basically a whole new perspective. With every project that we do, we now have to ask ourselves, how is this going to impact our energy intensity? To me, it's all about changing the culture.
We have plant energy team leaders, and those are energy champions. Then we have a North American energy champion who kind of binds together all the plant energy champions, and then we have an energy champion at the steering committee level for the corporation. Very important in bigger organizations that you look from plant to plant and you have a method to communicate and drive best practices outside the organization into the plant.
What we look for in the energy champion is someone who understands the total system, the operations.
I'm an engineer, but I also have the people skills that they were looking for to bring energy to the forefront of our operations.
It's not necessary that they be an expert in energy per se, but they have to be, understand the total mill, the system. They have to understand who the experts are in different areas and who they have to go to. And I think he has to be intellectually curious.
First project that we submitted for approval was to replace our sub-metering capability so we can actually look at the data and start looking for improvements. So the next big project that I'm looking at now is relamping the facility. To us, what that means is a 1.2 million kilowatt hour per year reduction in energy, and it equates to about $100,000 per year savings.
One of the most surprising things that we found was the vacuum pump project saved over 1 million kilowatt hours a year.
There are 3 tools that help me most as an energy champion. The first being our energy management procedure that we've developed. This is our guide that tells us how we're going to approach projects, who should be involved, and who should be responsible for what aspects. The second tool is the model that we've developed, so we can actually take a look at the data and determine mathematically with a high degree of certainty what the impact of a project is going to be, both good or bad, and how these actions are going to affect our energy intensity KPI. Probably most important is the ability to access and utilize the external resources and their vast knowledge of expertise.
We define best practices between plants, and then we publish them on a website. So if they're doing something particularly noteworthy, they'll get an assignment and they'll come back on one of the conference calls and give a 20-minute presentation on what they did, how they solved it, and what the outcome was.
People in operations want to make more product and at a cheaper cost, and so it helps to explain that that's what we're trying to do with energy efficiency.
Support from senior management couldn't be better. They are genuinely interested and supportive of the program and have approved the necessary resources for us to move forward. The employees are very involved with programs that we have here, whether it's ISO 14001, zero waste to landfill, or our pursuit of 50001.
It helps to choose projects that don't simply have an energy payback, but also tie into other production goals and maintenance goals. and then to go out and find funding from places like the Department of Energy or the utilities incentives, and that has been a very big help.
They make certain that you have incentives backing up those goals. I would make sure that you have metrics to measure those goals, and those are clearly defined. And then some sort of audit program in place to make sure that your plant energy champions and your plant energy teams are living the energy management program that you expect them to, and you're getting a level of engagement that you need.